Everyone we see is a reflection of us. I want to ask, can you have two sides to a positive, yet one side be in it for greed or power or false light? I ask this question because something occurred the other day, and I want to take the time to address it and identify it. For you see, I believe that something that is seen to be positive in one person's mind can actually be harming the greater good. Yet the intentions are clear and positive. So, this example comes to when a person wants to get something across to a politician. This person has raised a question about something and received an answer. However, when asking the question, and as many times I've said before, there is an energy placed behind the question. There is a feeling, an emotion, and an agenda placed behind the question. This question then brought the energy into the room down to a negative level, or an aggressive level. Now, the question itself was correct. It was true. It was positive. But the question itself does not contain the energy. But the person asking it brought the energy of the room down, and I felt it. So I had to rebalance it with love. For I couldn't stand to be in that room because it was so aggressive. Not in a nasty way, but just in an aggressive, forward, attacking motion. The response of the politician didn't matter. You see, because by them highlighting the issue, they are therefore creating the issue, and your thoughts are your reality. And I believe that they just wanted their moment in the sun. I believe in their mind they are achieving what they wanted. They are believing in themselves so much that they believe they're doing the right thing. And they are. And what they're doing is correct and does make a difference, provided that you do not use hatred or anger or condescending or negative energy behind it to manipulate or influence people. And I felt that this person in this question was doing that. So how can something which is for humanity and for the greater good and be absolutely 100% correct be a wrong approach? Is it the person asking the question? Is it how you ask the question? Well, I believe it is. And I believe that this person wants all the politicians and corrupt bureaucrats and all of these to burn and be put in jail. And whether or not they deserve that is not the case. The case is the fact that this person is using that hatred and putting it behind the questions, and therefore if everyone is us and we are everyone, then she is getting back exactly what she is putting out behind the question. For the question was answered also with hate and disgust. So if the question was asked in a different way, which was more about an inquiry or love, or about, do you have an opinion? Can you answer this for me, please? What is your opinion? Where does your beliefs lie? Enlighten me with this question. Where do you come from? Then maybe the response would have been different. For if you attack someone who is used to being attacked, then you will get a mirrored reflection back upon you. So, can you have two positives in a situation, but one be more negative than the other? Absolutely, you can. It is these false positives, though, that are very, very carefully looked after or looked out for rather, because you must pay attention before they become radicalized. And if they become radicalized, then you're leading a false agenda, or you're following a false prophet. Regardless of whether your information is correct or not, if the person delivering that statement and those questions is not the right person, then every single time that notion, that motion, and the parade that they march upon will turn into a negative light. It is very important and critical that the information be correct. But it is even more critical and even more important to the person who is delivering that question or that statement or that argument or debate. It's amazing to think a whole system can be derailed with the right person, the right question, and the right actions. So are you gaining more stability or profit or pathways or momentum if you keep attacking with fire? The adage of fight fire with fire can work in situations, but you're better off fighting them with their own methodology than with fire. You can't beat them with a mirrored attack. Fire against fire. It will not work. You just create more of a problem. And in hindsight, you're making it easy for them. You're doing their job for them. We're here to convince the masses and to help people see that there is a new way. So you must not fight fire with fire. But you play them with their own book. It is the only way. There is a heavy-handed approach, but it gets nothing done unless you have the whole masses and humanity behind you. Force by numbers is good when everyone is in support with the right leader. But no one will follow the person who is hateful and angry. You will lose every one of your followers eventually. Or you will be outcasted or shunned or ridiculed or radicalized. Or you'll be aggressively heavy-handed and put in jail and on the spotlight and look at these lunatics. And therefore the agenda of the correct information to be targeted against the people trying to hide it from the public will be forever lost and tarnished, and you lose the confidence and the faith of the public. You can only use these matters in certain ways. If you are taking on the political line, you must do it in a way where you hit them where their heart is. You hit them with love that they cannot stand it. When people have love in delivering address, it hits home. It hits home so much that they cannot stop it. There's no denying it. So can you have two positives and one that turns into a negative, fighting for the same cause? Absolutely. So if you're ever in a situation where you think that even though the person and the information is fighting the right cause, I urge you to pay attention to the energy in the room. This will give you a true understanding of the heart behind the question, the heart behind the person, the motive of the people behind the person. You cannot get things done in this world if you are full of hate and anger. It just doesn't work. Love is the only way. But with a critical mind and a positive outlook, and the potential to use the information wisely, there is no failing, for there is no need to fail, because we have already won. So I leave you with peace and love and prosperity to all.